Hello everyone, MFPallytime here, and welcome back to the A through Z playthrough. In today's video, we've landed upon Genji. I realized the other day that we passed Gaul, and we didn't make a video for him. So I think we're going to throw Gaul in at the end. Sorry for you Gaul lovers out there. When I was playing Gazla, I was like, did I forget something? I guess I should have noticed that before Garrosh, but it hit me when I was playing Gazla. Anyway, we'll go back at the end of the series. We'll play Gaul. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. Genji was added into the game on April 25th, 2017. He also brought in the Heroes of the Storm 2.0, which is the version of the game that we know today, with loot boxes and emojis and voice announcer stuff that you can add to the game. It brought in a lot of good changes. But it also made it so you couldn't just buy the thing you were wanting to buy, which I think a lot of people had a problem with. You had to get loot boxes to then get currency to buy the thing you wanted to buy. And when I heard about the system originally, I didn't realize that. I thought Heroes 2.0 was just like a really cool thing. But it did have some drawbacks. Genji came into the game at the same time Hanamura did. There was a really cool press event they did for this whole thing, and the room was decorated like Hanamura. It was really, really beautiful. Blizzard really did a great job with that event. I don't know if anyone watching this video was responsible for that event or anything, but if you were, you did great. Genji is sitting at a 44% win rate, and that is the second lowest in the game, only to Medivh. Medivh and Genji have kind of always been in a position where the general population really can't play them well, and that reflects in their numbers. But when you look at the upper echelons of ranked play, in the right situations, these characters can perform really, really well. And it seems like Blizzard's kind of okay with that. They're okay with the character being more of a tool in the box for a specific few to use, rather than a Swiss Army knife that anyone can use. 6% population right now actually isn't that bad. I mean, he's in like the bottom 20, but it's not that bad at all. When he was added into the game, he was super duper mobile, super duper oppressive, and he is still in a lot of ways, believe it or not. But over the years, he's been nerfed in the mobility department quite a lot. If you're looking for good characters to play with Genji, I highly recommend Uther, in fact, and then get yourself a nice Dragon Blade build and start popping off in the middle of team fights. It can be really, really fun. Genji's always been kind of a character that I was never particularly good at. He kind of goes against a lot of the stuff that I enjoy, which is like sustain and lane clear and the ability to get merc camps whenever you want. All of those things are stuff that I prize that Genji just simply doesn't fit into. So it's never been a character that I've played too much, although we did get in quite a few practice games over the last couple of weeks. I took a few days off because I had a migraine that took me completely off my feet for a few days. But hey, we did okay. We almost gold ringed him. We made some good progress there. We did okay. I have a story for Genji that I think is really funny. I was in a quick match game, and there was a Kel'Thuzad on my team. And he was mad because he kept dying to Genji, as Kel'Thuzads do. Genji's like a mage killer. And he was getting mad. He was like, whoever the developer is that made this character is a fucking idiot, and they should be fired, and they shouldn't be able to make any other characters in the game. Basically, this line of thinking, this line of dialogue. The funny part is, Genji and Kel'Thuzad have the same developer. And when I told the guy that, he got even more mad. Anyway, I digress. There's two main schools of thought with playing Genji. Thank you for putting up with my rambly, tired self. There is the E ability, Swift Strike. You pick up basically any talent that has a green icon. So level 1, Swift Mend, strike at the heart, perfect defense. And then continue that into the late game. And the idea is you jump around with E quite a lot, you get some bonuses for it, and deal some extra damage. The other way of playing is to focus on reflecting damage, taking Dragon Claw at level 4, so you get some bonuses when you mitigate, but ultimately leading up to Reflect, so you deal more damage around you, and then Zanshin for even more damage around you. Really, really strong setup. However, it kind of requires the right enemy team comp to fight into to get deflect damage sometime. I actually went with a different build in today's video because I thought it could work, and I hope you guys enjoy the game. It was actually a very competitive game. I love to see it. I fed a little bit, but it's Genji. Everybody feeds a little bit. And hey, before we get into the game, remember, charity stream, November 6th. We're raising money for the Arnold Palmer Hospital, 24-hour stream over on twitch.tv/MFPallytime. I would love to see you there. Remember, November 6th. And hey, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. I'm done talking now. Goodbye. Enjoy the game. All right, ladies and gentlemen, find ourselves in the Cursed Hollow today. The friendly team, Genji, Nazeebo, Deckard Cain, Zagara, and Hager. The enemy team, Nova, Vala, Alarak, Imperius, and Anduin. At level 1, against this team, I probably am not going to go for any kind of crazy deflect stuff. What I'm going to do at level 1 is pick up Swift as the Wind. Hitting an enemy hero with Swift Strike increases our movement speed by 30% for 3 seconds. So if we dash in with our E ability, which we're going to be using all the time, and we do connect with an enemy, keep in mind this is a pretty narrow skill shot. Long skill shot, but not a lot of girth. Sometimes you need a little bit of girth. So it is relatively easy to miss, but if we do land the shot, we'll be able to maneuver around a little bit easier. Our Q ability is the Shuriken. The Shuriken is a skill shot that sends out 3 projectiles. And it has a kind of reload like Junkrat's stuff that he does. Hey, I don't care if I died. I went in and I got it. I did what my team needed me to do. You know what I'm saying? There are situations with Swift Strike where you can dash in and then immediately get a reset and dash out. Ideally, I would have gone into that engagement with a little bit of fucking, with a little bit of Deflect. Deflect is our W ability, makes us protected to damage for a few seconds, and then anytime we take damage, we send damage back at nearby heroes. There's a few ways that you could cheese this. One is fighting very close to enemy structures, walking into tower range, waiting a second for the towers to focus you, and then deflecting. That can be really good at dealing some additional damage. I'm just trying to sidestep anything this Alarak might be thinking about. Perfect. I'm going to deflect now and just fall back to our Deckard. Good attempt on the root on Alarak there. I like to see that. Our D ability is Cyber Agility. This is our trait. Oof. Ooh, silenced and still moved. If I was Alarak, I'd be a little bit mad about that. Cyber Agility just lets us jump around a little bit. You may have seen it earlier. I jumped over one of these walls with it. Nice, easy mobility. Is on a decently long cooldown, so you can't use it all the time. I'm going to dash into Vala and then try to dash out. Ah! Just to deal some extra damage along the way. Wait, am I the reason he died? Did I eat all of his potions? Am I the problem? Trying to deflect some damage back on Vala. Now she's actually taken quite a lot from Zagara and the roaches that she called down. It's just kind of fun to play little mini games with health potions sometimes. You know what I mean? Did I need to do anything I just did? Absolutely not, man. Absolutely not. I am thinking about going for the Shuriken Mastery quest this time, and the main reason I'm thinking about it is I think that I could do a lot of damage to this enemy team in the late game if I start stacking it up now. Is it an investment? Yes. Am I gonna need to get pretty down and dirty in some fights for a few minutes to really get this stacked up? Yes. But I think it'll be worth. I hope it'll be worth. Was gonna help with the Alarak engage there. He's actually doing a lot of the work on his own, walking into towers for quite some time there. We do lose our Zagara right as the next objective is coming active. I went back to base just to heal up so we could be here in time. Our Shuriken Mastery quest, after hitting 35 heroes, Shuriken's damage is increased by 25. After hitting 75, Cyber Agility now refunds 2 charges. The extra damage on this can be really, really nice. I'm just gonna try to zone this guy. But one thing you may have noticed from just my use of the ability so far is that you really do have to be quite close to your adversaries in order to really get a lot of damage out of the Shuriken. The friendly team does grab the first objective of the game, and we did a pretty good job of staying alive. Some small things that I've been working on with Genji to just increase our overall damage. You'll notice that before I use Swift Strike, I usually try to move through the enemy first. Nova's on the other side of this, so I'm pretty hard disengaging, because then I could Swift Strike back to safety and have a movement speed increase to maneuver around a little bit too. I'm going to get mana. Mana is very important. If I'm out of mana, I'm basically dead. I thought about Genji a little too much as a character that would trade into enemies and deal consistent damage. After playing him some more, I'm really thinking he's more of just a hit and run character. And I also had some problems when I first picked him up where I legitimately was just using Shuriken and not auto-attacking at all. And I feel like working on both of those things has really helped me out a little bit in becoming a better Genji player. Real Nova is here. Oh, that's good Shuriken damage. That's what they like to see. Unfortunately, Anduin for the enemy team is going to move in and heal these guys up. I like where this is going. I don't know if I can make anything happen here, but I'm trying dash through. Potion, 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 potion. Not able to make it work. And of course, Zagara ignored everything that was happening there. Thanks for trying, my dude. Next objective coming up in 27 seconds. We are going to be up and alive, ready to go for when that happens. Don't you worry. 25 hits on the Shuriken so far. If we get another 10 more, we're going to increase the damage of that by quite a lot. So in order to really get a lot out of Shuriken, notice these projectiles fan out quite a lot as they leave Genji. We have to play in a way where we can jump in, be very close in melee range to our adversaries for a very short time, and then hopefully finish them off before we have too many repercussions. Jumping in with the spiders onto the enemy team's Alarak. However, things are starting to look pretty bad for me over here. Little old Genji's pretty afraid. I'm going to jump into the boss pit. Are you fucking kidding me? I was literally... Oh! First of all, few things I want to talk about. That goddamn homing shot is the biggest pile of bullshit I've ever seen in my life. It traveled 18 zip codes to get to me. Secondly, that minion needs a raise. That minion is the reason the promote spell needs to be added back to the game. If you saw that minion get that kill, you immediately promote that minion. Our Deckard Cain is back up alive and well and pushing in for this objective. The enemy team, however, almost level 10, literally just a small amount of XP away from it, and they just got it. So this is probably a fight that we should totally walk away from at this point. However, he's pretty out of mana. That deflect was pretty big. We can dash through, deal some big damage there, jump to the other side to dodge the silence, and not get the kill. Motherfucker, dude. Motherfucker, bro. Good Shuriken here, interrupting that. Don't you worry, I saw it. Not this again, not this again, not this again. 3, 2... Ah! Oh. My God, someone please channel. Someone please channel. At least we got the back line to fall back. We have the Real Nova in here. Or these two, they're both decoys. They're both decoys. Real Nova off to the side. The enemy team could see it. Hopefully they capitalize on it. The Alarak has reinvigorated himself and is moving back in, but a fantastic fight over the objective. Great job, guys. Is going to come up for our team, even though the enemy team had level 10s. I mean, I've died a lot in this game. I don't like how much I've died in this game. Let's all just be open and honest about that. I've died too much this game. But that was a calculated risk to continue to fight the enemy team there. I don't know if the friendly team was making the same calculations as me, but I saw how low their mana was. I didn't think they'd be able to utilize much of their ultimates because, I mean, they just leveled up, but you gotta spend mana to use them. I think staying in was a pretty good call there. Now, the real question, do I want to go for Dragon Blade or do I want to go for something like X-Strike? Dragon Blade is more damage. X-Strike is a lot more mobility, escaping. X-Strike helps me get away from those fucking... those homing shots of Vala, though, so maybe it's enough just for that. Only has a 1-minute cooldown. You just saw what it does. Anywhere in the area, you could just use the ultimate, you teleport to it, strike down on the ground, and then land. With a minute cooldown, don't feel like you need to hold on to this for cooldown's sake, but you can use it for engage, disengage. If the enemy team has a pyroblast that's coming your way, you could totally nullify the damage of that pyroblast. It has a lot of really interesting applications. I'm just going to move in for a little bit of damage there. Didn't want to overstay my welcome, but did want to get that shuriken hit. We're at 48 out of 75 right now. All of his abilities are ready to go again, but he just kind of fucked that up. So maybe we could dance around here a little bit, jumping over the wall to get away. And that's the mobility of Genji. That's the fun of this character to me, is like going in and poking the bear when you're probably not supposed to, and then still making it out no problem. Alarak does have all of his cooldowns ready to go. Telekinesis. Oh, I just saw the buff that he put on me. Well, I'm honored, sir. I'm honored, but you shouldn't have. X-Strike onto the enemy teams. I shouldn't play into Alarak here. We should be careful about that. Dashing away to dodge some of the Nova damage. We can also X-Strike out of stuff like Precision Strike. Great ult on the enemy team's Vala. Putting that Gargantuan right on top of her is forcing her into a fight or flight situation, and she picked flight. We might be able to hit with some more shurikens over here. Nova trying to poke from the side is going to hit me with a snipe, but we have so many juicy potions sitting around that shouldn't be that big of a deal. Vala moving in on me. Can we get any follow-up damage on this? I tried so hard to fucking dash out of that, but wasn't able to. And now I need to take some of my own advice, because I'm very, very, very out of mana. Damage so far in this game looking pretty good. 22,000 damage is something that I'm happy with. We need 11 more shurikens on our enemies to finish off this quest, and once we hit level 13, we're then going to unlock Shingen. Increases shuriken's single target damage. Again, this takes a lot of practice to make it work reliably. But the idea is that you get this quest scaled up relatively well before level 13, which we've done a fairly good job of. Then at level 13, you jump in melee range, unload all of your shuriken on a priority target, and hopefully burst them down relatively quickly. However, some targets' hitboxes aren't all the same, and Shingen actually allows you to do some pretty decent siege damage to adversaries as well. So we move in, boom, shuriken. Tried to dodge some of this stuff. Only landed one at full power, but again, that's pretty hard to do. The fact that we landed one is pretty okay. The enemy team thinking about disengaging here. Nova checking the bush. We get free shuriken stacks off of her. Alarak kind of used all of his shit here. Anduin dropping all of his healing on him as well. We're going to interrupt Alarak's ult. This enemy team focusing on me quite a lot. Let's dash in. X-Strike. Was hoping for a little bit more damage there. Almost got a kill on the... Oh my god, fuck me. Almost got a kill on the Imperius. He was really, really low, but I could not finish it off. Almost got a kill on Alarak, but I could not finish it off. But Deckard Cain does manage to get away again, which is good. We need him alive. That's important. If I'm going to have the highest deaths on the team, I'm going to start working on having the highest damage on the team too. The enemy team likely on boss at the moment, although we do see Alarak kind of moving away, totally out of mana. I'm back up. Vala's not there. And Deckard Cain has his ult. He has the ult. This could be it. Stay a while and listen. Getting us back in the game. I'm moving in on this. I think we kill boss. I think we kill boss and then force them to fight over here. Oh, yes, dude. Oh, yes, dude. That's what it's about. Yes, thank you for bringing him into melee range, too. That was perfect. Good job, good job, good job. Get the keep. Get the keep. No, you come back. You come back. Our additional single target damage means we just did an extra, like, 800 damage to this build, maybe like 600 damage to this building. The entirety of the friendly team pushing in the bottom lane. We might lose top, however. Someone is going to need to defend that. The enemy team's Nova doing a great job of being a nuisance all over the map. She's also going for the objective right now as well, which is not that big of a deal. What I kind of have a problem with is Nazeebo just taking a camp when we could just put his damage immediately into the building. But that's okay. It'll only be a momentary delay. Hogger did go back to his base, deflected a little bit of that damage there on the enemy team. Hogger did go back to defend, so that issue has been taken care of. However, the enemy team has regrouped, and they are back. If Imperius gets stunned by this, holy shit. Man, I was looking at Anduin in that back line there, and he looked delicious. Let me get some heals here. Good use of the health pots by our friendly team. X-Strike onto the back line, trying to do a little something there, but it did not work out. Good shuriken damage on Imperial. Oh, fuck. I could have deflected. I could have deflected. I could have lived through that. Good kiting by Nazebo. He's got his poison on target, and that target is taken down as Vala just dives the shit out of that backline. Good job. We got 3 levels off of 1 push. That's actually huge. That's huge. The enemy team is going to be able to rally for this objective and probably get it, but literally that push brought us back into the game. I've been debating, do I want Final Cut? I guess I do. We're going to take Final Cut at 16, and then we'll get Sharpened Shurikens, Sharpened Stars at 20. And hopefully that plays out for me. They do spot Nova trying to take a camp. I would jump right on top of that Nova. That's the real one. You know she's right there. The enemy team is going to get this uninterrupted. However, the enemy, they're not like unified right now. Top lane was pushed back super far. Middle lane was okay. Bottom was pushed back super far. All things considered, that's not a bad way to start an objective where your buildings can't shoot back. And they spent the first 10 seconds getting a camp. That's really good. Our team's a little spread out. One of them is getting a camp right now as well. So we do need to be careful. Deckard taking some damage here, though. I'm going to try to step up just to get some more shuriken throws in. Deflecting damage here and then dashing through our adversaries. X marks onto Imperius. Another great life grip from Anduin is going to save his front line yet again. We do see Zagara pushing the bottom lane. As long as they don't rotate down to her, there's nothing wrong with that. But it's kind of getting scary in the game to start splitting, especially when the enemy team has a Nova. But again, that Nova isn't alive right now, so it's probably fine. If I can get this region globe, that'll be nice. Top off my mana a little bit as we're still continuing to push in. The enemy team literally got nothing off of all of that aggression that they were trying to do. I went in without my shurikens. That was really dumb, but I had a health potion there that I was playing around. Don't you worry. Oh, fantastic setup! I can't finish any kills, though. It's against my religion, apparently. I can't do it. The right of Rakshir is on me, so if I die, the enemy team is going to get a lot of extra damage. However, god damn it, dude, literally every time I think I'm about to go in, they get healed. Every single time. We have good shuriken damage here if we want to use it. I'm going to jump back really fast, though. I'm just trying to siege the building. We have a, like, phenomenal team for this kind of situation where we're trying to siege a single point. I'm just drawing their attention away. I wasn't trying to do anything fancy there. Just get them to look at me and we can move through on the other side. That is the real Nova. This continues to be the real Nova. I'm jumping away before we take too much damage. X marks the spot to avoid that damage and dash back over the wall to get to my team. Look at that mobility. That is fucking fun. Unfortunately, we lost our Hogger as the events went underway. I'm just gonna back right here, I think. Go get some mana. We have a little bit of time. Not quite catching up on damage like I wanted to, but that's okay. We're doing all right. Bottom lane does have a Merc camp pushing. It could get a lot of value. There's a lot of pings going to boss at the moment, and for good reason. Alarak for the enemy team stepping up to start clearing that. Vala chasing after our Nazebo, who we need to go reinforce. Great array of spells from Deckard, almost catching him as well. And Genji has arrived. Ooh, and Genji is being forced away. Oof. Let's make sure we don't wipe our entire party here. That would be a little detrimental to our overall strategy here, I feel. God, I can't even take an ability for him. Fuck. Alarak's looking for me. It looks like Nova is too. Let's just get over this wall. I don't need Nova chasing after me. Man, we lost 2 guys there at a pivotal moment. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Sharpened spears? Fuck. Or do I want to go for a shorter cooldown? Ooh, whole team just fed. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oop. Uh-oh. She's out of mana. Although her with Nova trades into me pretty hard. Dude, look at that. Literally, I have to fall back already. I don't like this character. I want to have health. I want to be able to heal myself with my ninja tools. I want to be able to grab flowers off the side of the map and then make medicinal herbs out of them because I'm a ninja and I live off the land or something. That's what ninjas are about, right? With piercing shurikens, we actually do have some pretty substantial lane clear right now. Alarak for the enemy team falling back to deal with some of that lane pressure. And it appears as though this boss is happening again. However, not much I can do about it. Let's just make sure we get out of here in time. Triple tap happening again. We just completely nullify it, but still take one shot. Yeah, sure. Yeah, just hit me with one. Yeah, why not? Why? Okay, that's fine. I wonder how much of triple tap I can actually just deflect. Oh, they're going for the next camp too. These guys are playing kind of greedy, actually. Vala is taking some damage here. We're going to dash forward, try to finish her off. I can't do anything. It's against my religion to secure kills. I'm sorry, team. I can't do it. I'm a pacifist through and through. That's what I'm learning about myself today. I don't think that's the real Nova. However, Artanis taking a lot of damage from me. We're going to dash through as well, hoping for some resets, not getting any. I can deflect, but there's nothing to deflect. There's our shuriken. Finally, 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 finally. Give me this fucking region globe, dude. Okay, then I have to go back to the base again. Meanwhile, down in the bottom lane, boss is still continuing to push, but Zagaras dealt with that no problem. A lot of pings going out on the enemy side of the map. Their core actually took quite a bit of damage at some point, and I didn't see it. I didn't see it. This might actually be a good time for me to start camping too. Again, since we kind of got some of our build online, our ability to take camps is pretty okay. It just took 20 fucking levels for it to be there. The piercing shuriken with the dash reset, with the cyber agility reset, means that if we target all of our shuriken on a single target, we can kill it pretty fast. Next objective happening in the bottom of the map. If the enemy team gets this, they have another curse and probably the game. Nazebo very far away and not high health at the moment. I can just try to slow him down, maybe. They didn't go this way? That means they went back to their base, right? They're just giving it up. Oh, they're bossing. They're definitely bossing. That's a good play. I don't think there's anything I can do about it. I mean, I could hit it pretty hard. I guess not. I guess I don't even hit it that hard. Luckily for us, the enemy team not pushing with this in any way. Instead, deciding to go to middle lane, chasing down our Hogger, who I hope is able to get out of this one. There's no walls to fuck him up down there. He's got no one to blame. Looks like we are going to lose our top keep. Or top fort, excuse me. Not the end of the world. Keeps are where it's at. Keeps are where it matters. They're pressuring the middle fort right now as well, but boss was taken care of. And that little camp I took is doing pretty good too. That's why you take those, boys. That's why you take those. Ooh, Vala. I gotta back out. Fuck. I could have done more there. I could have done a lot more there. I'm gonna wait here. Dash out. Grab another potion. Maybe I leave the potion. I have X marks the spot. We can use it if we need to. Yes! Nice move, Alarak. Real... Oh, I tried... Dude, it's on cooldown! I used it! He just fucking killed me. Beautiful stay a while and listen. Stopping the enemy team in their tracks, but unfortunately not enough damage to go around after that. The enemy team has no buildings left. The next curse, the next tribute goes to whichever team picks it up, and we officially have core damage back on the menu as catapults are hitting this, and I don't think the enemy team's noticed yet. They just now got to it. We just got another free 30% damage on the core there. This game's coming down to the fucking wire. I'll be like 7 seconds late to this trip. Hogger gets there a little earlier. Play safe. Or go fucking die. Oh, what a bad time to die. What a bad fucking time. If we let him have it, we let him have the game. Oh, no. no. Terrible time to lose our Zagara there. Fucking abysmal. But what are you going to do? We do have a lot of buildings left. He is right. I'm going to try to get this pushing again. At least give them a reason to go up here. They're just kind of hanging out in the middle of the map right now. There's some boss pings going on, but Imperius is the only one that's there. Vala in the middle of the map is getting their attention now. Hogger just dived in on him, but Anduin pulls him to safety. They're doing nothing with this. That's amazing, actually. Hogger too far forward is going to take some damage. I'm trying to deflect a little bit of this, and we saved him, boys! Look at that. That's beautiful. You have the never-ending flasks? I'm going to take that health. Imperius on the way up. Vala just used her vault. I think we pressure her as best as we can. Which is about that much. Ugh. Still punished me hard. Still managed to punish me. That's not Real Nova. Real Nova just emerged at the bottom of the screen. I'm gonna X mark this. I was too early. Fuck me. Oh, it still worked out. It's still working out. That's Real Nova, bottom screen. I don't think I chased it, though. I think I continue here. Yes. Real Nova, Real Nova, Real Nova. I don't think I can chase it. She's about to have some burst damage for me. But I have a goddamn core I can walk up to. Someone died to Nova. Oh, no. Please? Please? Please, we have 30 seconds, please. Okay, I'm gonna take this potion. Deflect some damage there. I don't give a fuck about Nova. Okay, maybe I do. Maybe I like it. Another potion? Oh! Shuriken's back. He pinned the shield. He pinned the shield. 10 seconds, 10 seconds, 10 seconds. Fucking Decker just took the potion in front of me. That's toxic as fuck. Oh my god. Speaking of being toxic as fuck. Alright, we had a pretty feedy early game, okay? But I tried my best in this match, alright? I tried my best. Genji's not my character. He's never been my character. But I at least put some effort in to try to get him ready for this episode. I hope it showed a little bit. I know it's not a lot. I know it's not like Diva, where I looked like I had been playing Diva my entire life. It's not realistic to achieve that on every character. But still, we got the win. I'm feeling good, and we only have like half a level to go to get the golden ring. You love to see it. Here are the stats for our match. 64,000, almost identical hero and siege damage there. I went for Swift as the Wind, Shuriken Mastery, Perfect Defense, X Strike, Shingen, Final Cut, and Sharpened Stars. With the level 4 quest and Shingen, to my knowledge, this is the best way of getting single target damage on Genji, which is why I do it. Because not only is it giving you better hero execution, it's also giving you better siege execution on those big towers. And who knows, maybe at the end of the game, that extra damage on the core is what saved it. I don't think it was, but maybe it was, bro. Maybe it was. That's going to do it for today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you again very soon with our look at Greymane, a character I don't need to practice because feeding is part of the experience. Take care. See you again soon. Goodbye.